I have begun installing my cross bracing, and you're saying to yourself, but Mark, it's raining. How is your stuff staying dry? Oh, it's all dry. Mule's dry. Tractor with feed bag is dry. It's dry. Okay, halfway there, getting these up. It didn't take too long once I got into a rhythm. The idea is once I got the two on this post connected and run over to the next set of beams, this one tips in and I set the corner of it, the far corner, right on the edge of the post right there. And I clamp that in place and I drill the hole all the way through. On the next board that comes out of it, like that, I just found the relative centerpiece. So I basically just measured off a generic middle from one of the previous ones. So 2 3/8 inch down the board and 1 3/4 inch. So halfway across, 1 3/4 inch. Just drill a hole, slap it on, slam it to the next one, and just kind of lather, rinse, repeat. So yeah, once I got into a rhythm there, it went pretty quick. It is raining, and I am experiencing moisture because half of what I'm doing when I'm putting them up is outside of the posts, which puts me directly under. This roof does a good job funneling water off to the end. Yeah, it's doing a great job. So I am getting moistened, but that's okay. Half of it's done. I still need to go back and put on the nuts and tighten those down. At least when I'm doing the washers and the nuts, I'm on the inside of the pole barn under cover because weather radar shows rain is supposed to just slap us around for a while now because I think it's from here all the way out to the Gulf. So it's going to be a while. The other reason this is actually really good, or fortuitous, one might say, is because I'm supposed to keep an eye on the roof because every once in a while when they put in one of the screws, it missed the purlin. So you get a hole. So they seal that. They just put caulking. They said, hey, just be out here, take a look, find if it's dripping anywhere, and then, it's just the kind of thing we just got to patch up. And the guy will come over and we'll do it together. But I honestly, so far, I'm seeing nothing. So it's a very good sign. Storms will pass through, giving us a very pretty sunset. Storms continued through the night, and some pretty good storms this morning. Boy, woke us up early, and but barn is still there. It's a little bit later in the day, so I'm well in the shade over here, and I'm starting on the second set of cross braces to support. Like that, just like that. All right, there it is, all the way down to the end. Everything ratcheted tight all the way, top and bottom. That's good. It's just solid now. This just happened. I cannot believe this just happened. Oh, your claws are sharp. Okay, well, you're not a parrot. You got to get down. Thank you. Never had that happen before. Now that I got my barn, one of the things I want to do is move this camper away from the position it's in and actually put it in here in this corner underneath the roof, so that it's still within reach of the septic line, the water line, and the power. It's just more protected here because it's kind of old, and the more these things sit, the less well they do. So got to get it cleaned up. So I'm going to move all this stuff out of the way. Probably trim this branch here so I can drive underneath it. And then pressure wash the camper, get it hooked up, moved. You know, I thought this was going to be quick. Having said all that, that's not going to be fast. Yeah, I think that's got it pretty good. The roof was a mess. I hadn't cleaned that for probably a year, maybe a year and a half. That seems like a lot, maybe a year. And the pop out, the roof on that is shot. I'll do a whole review and then probably rehab this thing, refurbish it, because it's not really, I don't feel like it's usable now. There's just too much going on and there are too many leaks on the roof, which has caused problems. So I will gut this whole thing someday and redo the whole interior, cherry it out. And then maybe, depending on where we're at with the farm and how things are looking, maybe we'll take a trip and go hit some national parks again or something. We enjoyed doing that. Boys, not so much. We lived in this thing for over a year with a family of 4, 2 of them teenagers, and a dog. You can see all that stuff back in like season 1 videos from a long time ago. Oh, that's how we started this whole thing. All right, now I've got to pack all this stuff up. Then I'm gonna get this hooked up to the Yukon, clean up the area around it, lift the stands on it, and then do a big loop and try and pull it into the barn. Okay, pulling it out of its spot went well. There's some debris here, some stuff that we put to try and help shore up the footing. Before I can pull it through, I need to clean this stuff up and then also clear some of these low limbs to sort of elevate those up. And I should be able to drive it through and then come through and pull straight in. A lot of shoulds in that statement. All right, debris is cleared up. Truck is ready to go. Camper tires inflated. Limbs are removed. It's time to pull it in. Almost forgot to mention, I want to be 30 inches in from the inside of the post minimum, because that's how wide the pop out goes. 30 inches. All right, that's pretty good. I'll take it. I wanted 30 inches and I ended up with about 37. So that's close enough. And it's pretty straight, although I did have to back it out and pull it in again. There it is, final configuration. Moonrise over the chickens. That's a good way to end it. We'll talk to you guys later.